FLEXIFY2 family. Welcome to your go-to source for remote and flexible job opportunities. Each week, I'll be sharing vetted job leads, industry trends, and actionable insights to help you succeed in the world of remote work. So let's open the windows of opportunity. Our first up is Lighthouse E-Discovery. Lighthouse provides software and service to manage the complex landscape enterprise data for compliance and legal teams. And here at Lighthouse, they have a wealth of benefits, and it seems like a really great company to work at as we scroll through. So they invite you to work wherever you are, experience more rewarding benefits, discover a place to grow, work better together, and be a part of what is a caring company. There's two ways you can apply for roles at Lighthouse eDiscovery. You could do a submission here, as we see online, first, last name, and email. And that particular submission then funnels to a recruiter who reaches out to you. Or you could do it the traditional way that we're going to do now and just review the job and submit an application. So the two jobs that caught my eye at Lighthouse, and there's several. They're a remote first company. The first one is a processing specialist from 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. I pulled this one up because I know that there has been an overwhelming request for remote work that is overnight. And so in this role, a processing specialist is responsible for um, upholding best practices, driving development and continuous improvement. That means offering suggestions while remaining responsible for the day-to-day fulfillment of processing job requests, as well as troubleshooting and providing support to internal colleagues. In this role, you'll process client data in adherence to the standard operating procedures at Lighthouse eDiscovery. Also, you will create, prepare, and format load files, text, and native files and other deliverables as necessary for review in various databases such as Relativity. You'll adopt and master Lighthouse proprietary tools and to perform duties outlined in the standard operating procedures. There will be requests that come in that are not part of the standard operating procedures, and that's what they mean by the ad hoc data queries for reporting data analysis as required, independently to work on job requests from a queue, as well as by assignment to ensure that the jobs progress with minimal delay. You will stage and validate all data to be processed from original evidence media, provide status updates, and escalate issues to project stakeholders, including detailed handoff instructions during shift job transition. So that means once your shift is over, there's probably a daily report that is compiled by the individual that is ending their shift to hand off to the person that's going to take on the next shift. You'll perform thorough quality checks on client data and work product at multiple stages of the document and data processing, and that's to minimize error and rework, assuring 100% compliance of data and deliverable client specifications. Ability to problem solve and prioritize in a fast-paced environment. A strong understanding of Microsoft Office 365 applications, that's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. Meet or exceed the standard departmental quality targets, and collaborate and coordinate with team members, both local and remote, to ensure tasks are completed quickly and accurately, provide effective handoffs. And then other duties as assigned. What are the qualifications for this role? We see high school diploma or equivalent experience, GED, associate or bachelor is only preferred. They're asking for 3 to 5 years of experience processing data in an e-discovery environment or similar technical work. So if you have worked with document imaging, document processing, data entry, any of those particular areas, that would be relative to that qualification. Experience working with databases. So if you've worked with Access, Microsoft Access, if you've worked in any other kind of databases, then that's going to be beneficial. As you can see here, it does not say required. So that experience is not something that is required, but they're saying experience working with databases would be great. Able to problem solve and prioritize your work in a fast-paced environment that's deadline driven, possess strong understanding of Microsoft Office 365, working knowledge of various litigation support and e-discovery software applications, Demonstrated passion for driving process improvement, collaboration, innovation as part of a cross functional team. So that means they want you to offer suggestions and be enthused about the work that you are performing. Excellent communication and organizational skills. We've already said ability to problem solve. Knowledge of computer forensics and experience with applications such as NCASE or FTK preferred. It is not required and must possess a commitment to excellence, a strong sense of urgency, and dedication to client satisfaction and customer service. So they're saying, someone who's willing to take ownership, someone who sees the job as important and dedicated to making sure that the clients are satisfied. So that's at the end of your shift, making sure that you create and promote a good work product. So the environment and physical demands, they're performed in a typical office environment while at a desk or computer table. Duties require the ability to use a computer, communicate over the telephone, and read printed material in a quiet and professional setting. And duties may require being on call periodically, so that's important. Let's take a pause. So, this particular role may require you to work on call or work outside your normal working hours, which is evenings and weekends. If that is not something that you desire, keep that in mind. The expected pay range for this particular role is 52 to 63.5 per year. That is a very competitive salary based upon what I've been seeing in the market. Um, Here, they're saying that Lighthouse E-Discovery offers a quality, comprehensive benefits package, including medical, dental, vision, and 401k with company match. Company paid benefits, also life and health. Accidental death and dismemberment, that's what AD&D is, short and long-term disability, telemedicine through 98.6, and other wellness plans. They offer generous, flexible PTO program and paid volunteer days. Employees also have the opportunity to participate in voluntary insurance plans, including accident, hospitalization, and critical illness plans, as well as pet insurance. And so Lighthouse eDiscovery sees himself as a trailblazer and catalyst for change. Lighthouse rises to each opportunity to help the client and people do what they do best, shine. So this particular opportunity again caught my eye. It is night shift and it is full-time remote. So even though we read at the bottom, performed in a typical office environment, that is probably more of a static set of information in the job description templates that the employer may be using. But ultimately, we know that this is a fully remote job. It's a processing specialist. It is Sunday through Friday. Obviously, it would run from PM to AM. That's why they have that there. But it is 10 p.m. to 6:30. So for anyone in my group or my YouTube family who's watching this particular job lead showcase, if you like night shift and you want it to be remote, here's an opportunity for you. We're going to click the back button here. The other opportunity that I noticed in with this particular employer was a processing analyst position. Now, this particular position is Thursday through Sunday, so that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8:30. And it is fully remote as well. The processing analyst is responsible for demonstrating and leading best practices, driving development and continuous improvement, while remaining responsible for the day to day fulfillment of processing job requests and supporting internal colleagues. So let's turn to the job responsibilities. You train new and current team members on processes and applications, recommend solutions for improved workflow, quality, internal documentation, and processes to increase efficiencies, including error review. Support initiatives requiring processing team participation, innovation, and continuous improvement. Maintain and review documentation to ensure it's current, and proactively make updates to existing documentation and standard operating procedures. So it sounds like in this role, you're going to be updating the manuals with the new processes that are developed as they go along. So it tells me that in this role, that's going to be a fluid responsibility, meaning it's going to be ongoing and ever evolving. Collaborate across teams to establish deadlines and resolve issues based on available resources. Act as the first level escalation for troubleshooting internal technology and data investigation issues. So that likely ties to when there's a snag in the service level agreement where the system may not be working properly so that the processing can take place and be efficient. You're going to process client data, adhering to provided technical specifications and industry best practices. So, again, that ties to the training manuals and the standard operating procedures that have been developed by Lighthouse E-Discovery. You create, prepare, and format load files, text and native files, and other deliverables as necessary for review in various databases, such as Relativity. Stage and validate all data to be processed from original evidence media. Provide job status updates and escalate issues to project stakeholders, including detailed handoff instructions during shift job transitions. Perform thorough quality checks on client data and work product at multiple stages of document and data processing. You're going to meet or exceed that departmental quality target. Provide effective handoffs at the end of your shift that work such that work progresses smoothly between the shifts and adheres to and actively manages timelines associated with project requests and other duties as assigned. So for this role, still, it's a high school diploma or GED equivalent experience required. The associate or bachelor's degree is preferred. 4 to 6 years experience of processing data in an e-discovery environment or similar technical work. Again, if you have worked with data entry, document processing, an imaging environment, this role would be relative or relate to you. And even if you don't, I want to put this out here, still apply. If you believe you're qualified, apply for it. You know my motto here. I encourage you. If you believe you can do this role and are qualified, apply for it. We never know what the outcome's going to be. Don't talk yourself out of it. Able to problem solve and prioritize work in a fast paced and deadline driven environment. A demonstrated understanding of automated processing steps, quality control, and basic hosting tasks. So once you get familiarized with Lighthouse eDiscovery's standard operating procedures and industry-wide best practices, then you will be able to demonstrate understanding of automated processing steps, quality control, and basic hosting tasks. Familiarity with all stages of EDRM, possess a strong understanding of Microsoft 365, working knowledge of various litigation support and e-discovery software applications. It does not say that is required, so that is a preferred qualification. Demonstrated passion for driving process improvement, collaboration, and innovation as part of a cross functional team. Excellent communication and organizational skills, abilities to solve problems and prioritize work in a fast paced deadline environment, a strong understanding, again, of Microsoft Office 365, and knowledge of computer forensics and experience with applications such as Encase or and FTK preferred. Must possess a commitment to excellence, a strong sense of urgency, and dedication to client satisfaction. And still, the environment and physical demands remain the same. This particular role speaks to me to tell me this is more of the processing analyst is more of a team leader um, to the processing and excuse me, the processing specialist. So this would be a lead to those processing specialists that are hired. So the salary for this particular role is 60 to 70K per year. Again, the benefits are the same. Medical, dental, vision, 401K with company match, company paid benefits also include life and accidental death and dismemberment, short and long term disability, telemedicine through 98.6. And then you have PTO, paid volunteer days, and not to mention voluntary insurance plans, accident, hospitalization, and critical illness plans, as well as pet insurance. So if this opportunity speaks to you, again, please step out and apply. Don't talk yourself out of it. Submit your application. And while we're talking about applications, let's take a look. Here with the application, we would put in our first name, last name, email, and our phone number. Obviously, I can't click continue because I haven't done that. I don't want to put my personal information out there. Also, you have the option to apply through your social media accounts. So for those of you who have LinkedIn and Facebook, you certainly could take the time, or even through Google Docs, you could apply through those particular those funnels as well. Um, in terms of how long the application took me, and not to display my personal information, I went through the process of the application. It took about 12 and a half minutes to complete the entire process. That was with a resume already crafted to upload. This particular resumes or applications made through ADP are very simplistic as well. It does not require a cover letter. So again, I encourage you to apply to this opportunity. If you feel that you are qualified, submit that application. We do not know the outcome. We have here join our talent community. And so, what that allows you to do is populate your information and create a submission where you will be in the Lighthouse E-Discovery database. And as roles become available, your information will be calibrated to those new roles to see what you may qualify for, and there may be outreach from a recruiter. And as always, I'm going to try to bring you a little bit of tea about the company. So here I went to Glassdoor to see exactly what the sentiment is of employees who have worked there or are no longer working there. The overall sentiment is a 3.7, so that's well above the halfway point. Let's scroll down to some of the reviews. 65% would recommend the company to a friend, and 69% approve of the CEO. So here, this is a director. It says outstanding place to work. The pros, great culture and great people. Generally, everyone seems to really care about one another. Lighthouse is consistently evolving, constantly evolving. So that is excellent feedback. The cons there, because I bring you the positive and I'll bring you the not so positive. Lighthouse is led by an extraordinary, ambitious leadership team, and even though they have infrastructure, the PMO style guardrails in place that should make prioritizing internal initiatives easy, it often veers in the opposite direction and results in leadership biting off more than they can chew and more than their teams can reasonably accommodate. Over time, the culture has also started to evolve from more operationally and people process focused to sales focused, which hasn't been great for the morale. So that's honest. Let's take a look at the interview difficulty. Here, one person put the difficulty is about a 3 out of 5. So not too difficult, it looks like in the interview arena, but that's relative in terms of how difficult something is to someone or how easy something is to someone. In this particular interview, the offer was accepted. It was a positive experience, but they indicated it was a difficult interview. Applied at Lighthouse. It was arduous. They flew to Seattle, interviewed all day, red eye home, interviewed with 5 to 6 people, nice offices, met a lot of people, time zone difference made for an exhausting day, and 30 words is a lot of words. So I encourage you to go to Glassdoor and check it out if you're going to apply for this opportunity. Take a look at the reviews, take a look at the interview difficulty, read some of the feedback, the additional feedback that's there and available for you to know what you're getting into. Again, it is not just the employer that you're interviewing with who has everything at stake. You do too. You need to determine if this is a company that you want to be a part of and a culture that you want to be a part of. Our second one up is HCA Healthcare, who has a number of work from home jobs. As we see here on their site, you can search specifically by remote opportunities, or you can search all jobs. We do see here, and I want to bring to your attention, it does say Nashville, Tennessee, but it also says United States. It's full-time work from home. It can also be located in a different state other than Tennessee for these particular work from home roles that are listed on HCA Healthcare Careers website. So our first up is the Prior Authorization Coordinator. I am really, really intrigued by this particular role. The shift is 8 hours. It's 10 a.m. CST time to 9 p.m. CST time, and it's open to a split shift. So what that means is the first half would be a 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with a break in between, and then picking back up probably from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So what that does is it would give you that time from 2 to 4. For those of you who have children, small children still in school, this may be attractive to you because it gives you that open window of time to get some things done. You could do a little bit of grocery shopping, get some errands done, pick up the children from school, daycare, or whatever the situation may be. Take an Uber to pick your car up from being serviced, or whatever the situation is, make a doctor's appointment. So I see that as very attractive because that tells me that the employer is saying, hey, I am flexible. They need you to be open to weekend coverage. So the shift is Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Um, these particular two requirements are preferred. They're not required. So home health and hospice experience or home care based experience. So if you have that, great. If you don't, it's not a problem. If you are interested in this opportunity, apply. I encourage you. And I'm always going to encourage you. What I appreciate about HCA Healthcare is the first thing they showcase is their benefits. They want you to know what they have to offer to you. So for the work from home, offers a total rewards package that supports health, life, career, and retirement of the colleagues that work for HCA Healthcare. So they have a comprehensive medical coverage package that covers many common services at no cost or for a low pay. It includes prescription and behavioral health coverage, as well as free telemedicine services and free medical transportation. We would hope that you would never be in a situation where you would need to be life-flighted. Additional options for dental and vision benefits, life and disability, flexible spending accounts, supplemental health protection, accident, critical illness, hospital indemnity, auto and home insurance, identity theft protection, legal counseling, long-term coverage, moving assistance, and pet insurance, and more. Free counseling services and resources for emotional, physical, and financial well being. So they have a wellness plan there. 401k, look at this with a 100% match on 3% to 9% based on years of service. I can tell you the only other company that I know that offers anywhere at a 9% point basis is Boeing. Boeing has a 10% match for their 401k. And so I think this is outstanding. And I think it's fair that if you're brand new to the company and it's within your first year, you're obviously not going to be at the 9% tier, but you will be at the 3% tier. And from there, as your tenure grows, the tier of your match grows. So that's a very attractive benefit. You have an employee stock purchase plan with 10% off of HCA Healthcare stock. I don't know if any of you follow the futures or the stock market. I certainly do, but I can tell you that HCA Healthcare stock is doing really well in the market. Family support through fertility and family building benefits through progeny and adoption assistance, referral services for child, elder, and pet care, home and auto repair, event planning, and more, consumer discounts, retirement readiness. They have rollover assistance services and preferred banking partnerships, education assistance, tuition, student loans, certification support, and dependent scholarships. That is outstanding. Colleague recognition program and a time away from work program, paid time off, paid family leave, long and short term disability coverage, and leaves of absences. And then they also have Employee Health Assistance Fund that offers free employee only health coverage to full and part time employees based on your income. The qualifications for this particular role, what you'll be doing is obtaining and tracking authorizations for services from payers, which are health insurance carriers, in a timely manner, following procedures for initiating and documenting authorization requests, communicating to patients, patient benefits and authorizations with insurance carriers, agencies, and patients. You're going to document authorization details using appropriate systems, meaning the patient notes, tasks, and workflow systems within inside of HCA. You're going to provide frontline support to agencies regarding authorization and scheduling issues. You'll be managing authorizations throughout the patient treatment to ensure alignment and facilitating authorization of new payer contracts and resolving conflicts. You're going to maintain patient confidentiality and comply with HCA Healthcare at-home standards. So ultimately, because you'll be dealing with insurance information and patient information flowing in and out, HIPAA is going to be involved. So you may want to check out my video that I made recently on over 5,000 courses available to take for free, and excuse me, um, several HIPAA training courses there if you're not familiar with it to get familiar with it. So the qualifications that you'll need is 1 year of related experience. So if you've worked in an office environment, if you've worked in a doctor's office, if you've done any kind of secretarial administrative role, if you've worked with data, if you've worked at an insurance company, be it healthcare or property and casualty, that could be auto, workers' comp, professional liability, or whatnot. That would meet that 1 year related experience required. Knowledge and previous experience with medical insurance and Medicare benefits, that is not required, so that's a preferred. Post acute care experience preferred, it is not required, or equivalent combination of education and experience. Proficient in computer skills, Word, Excel, Outlook, so that's Outlook 365. Ability to multitask in a fast paced environment. You know, what I don't see here is the actual salary, and HCA doesn't typically post their salaries. What I encourage you to do is go to salary.com and put in the job topic of prior authorization coordinator and do a search in your state, because when you work from home, as you well know, it is based your salary that you negotiate will be based upon, or the salary band that you can negotiate with the recruiter will be based on geography where you live. So I would go to salary.com. I would key in prior authorization coordinator and then see what the going rate is. The median is what you should be paying attention to, not the lower end of the salary band. You should be paying attention to the median. And so, if this particular opportunity resonates with you, as always, my motto is if you believe you're qualified, I encourage you to apply. We don't know what the outcome's going to be. So, let's take a look at the application. And so, at first, they have you do a candidate consent agreement. You enter your first and last name, your phone number. Are you at least 18 years of age or older? Legally authorized to work in the U.S.? Do you require a sponsorship? Do you have a common domicile with any employee? Does anybody you know? This question is just simply asking you, hey, do you have anybody you know that works here, be it family members, spouse, or whatnot? And if you weren't referred, you want to leave that blank and put not applicable in N/A if not. Have you served in a branch of the military? Are you the spouse of an active military member? And actually, I can't fill this in because then it would be a HIPAA violation of my own self, because you would be able to see my information. This particular application, I've pre-completed it just to give you an overview um, of how long it would actually take to complete it. It's about a 15-minute application that's resume ready. If you don't have a resume ready, I would encourage you to, I'm going to leave the website in the description box. I have found a site called Novo Resume where you can get one free resume template. So you get one shot at that, and keep that in mind, because if you don't do well with that one shot, you won't be able to go back and make any changes in that. So I'm going to leave that information in the description box. I have located a site that will allow you one free resume without putting any credit card information on file. So if you don't have a resume ready, you could use that site to have it assist you with populating one so that you can begin your journey of FLEXIFY2 and finding that remote work job that fits your requirement. I did find a site called Novo Resume. I'm going to leave it in the description box. It will allow you to create one free resume. So it's just one, and that will not require you to have a credit card on file. They give you one shot, so there's no way to manipulate the system and get 2 or 3, but you can get that free one. And because it is a resume builder site, it will help you with building up your resume template and making it look really professional. So I'm going to leave that link in the description box for you to use at your leisure. Again, if this particular role resonates with you, I encourage you to apply. You have nothing to lose. The employer is not the one, again, who has everything at stake. You are the one who needs to decide if this is a culture that you'd like to be a part of. Always remember to research and know a little bit about the company if you are going to apply, because you want to be ready. If we stay ready, we don't have to get ready. And so you want to be ready for that call from that recruiter when they want to talk to you about this particular opportunity, and you want to showcase the best you. Thanks so much for watching, YouTube family. If you like this video, be sure to tune in to my channel weekly, where I post new remote job leads and tips. Until next time, be kind, keep it positive, and I'll see you in the next video.